I just clicked.
It's gotta be. It's April
Ovies.
Fool's.
We're talking underwear.
It's 100% April Fool's.
It's April Fool's. That's
but
amazing.
yeah, but they have
offer
really good
catnip?
socks.
Cat toys. Oh,
Yes, their
sweet.
catnip is fucking good. It's expensive, but like my cats
It's
will
fucking
just like
delicious.
lick it. They're just like, yeah.
Nori adores catnip. I might get her some.
Whoa.
Oh, they have a rainbow socks.
There's
Yeah.
some kind of weird delay going there.
Kitty's
You guys-
first bong rip. Yeah.
Are you guys seeing the stutter at all on the cameras? Okay.
No.
Nope.
Everybody looks pretty
It's on my
smooth.
Discord. It is, but okay,
On the
now it's
screen,
gone.
good.
It was like I
On
was.
your end, I think.
I had like a displacement effect on me or something. It's like, zzz. Oh, there it goes again.
Roll a flat check.
Yeah, weird. Okay.
Sound good too. Stream's all good.
Sounds good. Thank you.
Mhm.
Check. I am.
There's a pair of socks
all
called dragons and wizards and shit.
I have them. I wear them to my
You got
Pathfinder games.
Dragon undies?
No, socks.
Let's say dragons and
dragon
wizards.
socks.
Dragons and wizards and shit.
Cute.
Yep.
I preemptively closed my door, slash window, because somebody is moving outside. Somebody's moving out of my apartment complex. It's the second set of people in the same building moving out of my apartment complex. And of course, the 2-week construction has turned into a 3-week, pending 4-week construction.
Yeah, that's how it goes, right? Construction.
Yeah.
You know what you need? You need a mob boss
Yes, you need Jeremy
who
Hoff.
murders people if they don't finish their jobs on time.
I was gonna
Like
say,
ripping up your asbestos flooring.
I was going to say to kill a landlord, but yeah, German Hoff would also help in this situation.
You know who would kill a landlord
German Hoff.
and has 2 thumbs?
I mean, German Hoff would just offer to put you up at the Galarian, and then we'd never see you
That's it.
again.
Don't send me there, man.
No, please.
I swear to God, I'm local. Stop sending people there, dude.
Skunty would definitely kill a landlord. Even just like a good landlord, but like minorly
There are no
inconvenient.
good landlords. It is at best morally neutral. You're never doing somebody a
Perfect.
favor.
You can kill them all.
Does that mean you don't want to move in with me, Ash?
Yeah, no, sorry.
Move across.
I thought you might want to move off of that like street that's full of like crazy people.
No, that's quite all right. I like my little street full of crazy
Your little
people.
straight?
You're a
I
little
mean, to be
straight.
fair,
I
don't
like my
know that
pet
you
little
would fit-
straights. Yeah,
I don't know that you would fit super well in a gnome house. So.
I don't think I would. I mean, Elena's not very tall.
Ow. That Gandalf.
Even still,
Yeah.
at like 5'6" or whatever.
That's taller than I am in real life.
How tall is Savara?
Savara is 5'5", which is also taller than I am in real life.
Holy crap! You know,
We're
that's
working our way down.
Yeah.
whenever I meet people who I primarily know online in real life, their heights never match up how I imagine them. Like Circle is my height effectively. I think you might be a little taller. I'm not sure. I think we might actually just be the same exact height.
You did
But
wear
it was very
boots
surprising.
when I saw you
We
last.
both wore heels last time we saw each other. Bitch. But you were much taller than you are on my screen, so.
Yeah. It's always confusing when you only ever see people sitting down.
I'm like, what's your frame of reference? Me standing next to my shelf?
Right.
I am this many lightsabers high.
Yeah.
Yeah, sure. You gonna measure via can? Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
The
I
boss.
don't have any
And-
dollar bills on me, so
This many
Hey, sir.
holocrons.
Serve, call me Dracula because I'm vamping.
Yeah, that's cool. Take your time. I'm just
Oh, nice.
getting-
Well, take my time. I am telling you that I am ready at any point in time to shut the hell
Measure
up.
in d20s.
What's a vampire's favorite ship?
I don't know.
Blood vessel.
Oh, that's good. I like that.
Is it?
Yeah,
It's
it's good, Surzal. It's good.
I mean, what were you gonna
Glad you're
say?
friends.
Like werewolf boyfriend ships?
I was going to say something like that, actually. I was going to be like Carmilla x any woman. Like,
Spike is my preference.
Jonathan and Mina Harker x Dracula? I don't know.
Or no, Angel actually.
From Buffy and Angel?
Yeah.
Oh, what's the guy's name? Oh my god. Because he's
James
also
Warrior.
Bones. Yes.
Hmm.
Yes. But I watched Bones before Buffy, so I knew him from Bones.
The other love interest was James Marsden, which was Spike.
Oh yeah, Spike also very good.
God,
It's-
Spike is not a name I can hear and not think of My Little Pony. So it's
Buffy
not a person name to me.
Was wild.
Yeah,
because,
yeah.
like, one of the main illusions is like, oh yeah, Slayer also homosexual, but like they never like in the show make Buffy gay. Although her side character can be whatever Billy gays. But
Doesn't-
literally in the comic that immediately follows Buffy, like the TV show, the first panel she's in bed naked with another woman.
Yeah,
Oh,
that.
there it is.
You can get
Yeah,
away with a
right,
lot more in
right,
the
right.
comics.
First panel.
Sure.
Joss Whedon went gay now.
Yeah, the writer had something to prove.
Yeah.
Joss Whedon, you goddamn coward.
Yeah.
He got one right, okay?
To be fair, I think
Who's
they
the
only
new
killed
one?
one of their gays, right? They killed Tara and not Willow.
Yeah, which was my first experience as a like high schooler experiencing like that trope, and it shattered.
Mm,
All right. Let's
It's not like a good death; it's a random accident.
let's simmer down now. Simmer down, everybody.
Speaking of random accidents,
Calm our hormones.
Like-
Okay.
like we got different people to kill.
Let's just take
nobody.
real
We are not rolling
easy.
initiative in this entire bar.
Yeah. Nope, and nobody here is in danger, so everybody's perfectly
Okay.
safe.
I need silence from everyone. We fade in on an eyeball, an eye. It's zoomed in. The eye doesn't look quite right though. Fake. You can see marks of paint. On the eye, we zoom out and we see that the eye belongs to a doll. The doll is like a child's doll. And it's dressed in very, a nice little dress. And it has a little bit of an underbite and kind of a darkish skin. And anybody, and slightly pointy ears. This is a half-orc doll. In fact, there are two of them. And they're placed very carefully, it seems, on the couch in this wood-paneled room. And the dolls are hugging each other as if there's something very scary, in the room. We pan around the room and we see an unmade bed. Prominent windows An oversized wooden armoire with its swinging doors just barely cracked open. And a door to the south as well. But we begin to hear the muffled sounds of what sounds to be like a child coming from beyond another door in this room. And the voice it's kind of hard to hear what is being said, but you can make out things like, "Don't leave me again. Please. Why do you always leave us? Why do you leave me?" There's no us. "Don't go. No. Please. Stay. Don't leave us." Just pleading over and over and over again. Don't leave. I don't know why I keep saying us. It's don't leave me.
Royal we.
Yes.
It's Andy Serkis.
After a moment, we can hear a turn of a lock. The tumblers cracking and the door swings open. And out steps a well-dressed female half-orc. She's breathing heavily, and her eyes are puffy and red, and you can see marks of tears streaming down her face. She steps out, closes the door, puts her back to it, slides down on the floor, puts her head between her legs, and sobs uncontrollably. And we cut to the two dolls as they are, still holding each other with that very plain stare. We fade out, and then we fade back in to a large room with a rug and a fireplace and a what looks to be a countertop. This is the entrance to the Golarian. And here we see that same half-orc behind the desk, behind the counter, and she is erasing a name from the ledger. She's carefully, leaving no trace of whatever name it was that was there. She folds the book, turns her head as if she's thinking about something, and walks into a room deeper within. We don't really know exactly where, but it is a dark hallway that she kind of has to walk sideways in. It's so narrow. And she stops at a certain nondescript point and puts her hand up to the wall and kind of flips an unseen placard cover, kind of slides, leaving a hole in the wall about eye level, a small hole, and a little bit of light kind of pours through it into this darkened hallway, and it kind of brightens up the half-orc's face, and she leans in and we can see through the porthole. There is a halfling male and a woman just shagging like maniacs. Okay. Not getting into details. But they're going to town. And this half-orc is just watching, breathing a little heavy. She bites her lip. And then as we fade to black, you know what's going on. And we fade to black. And that's it. And now we are back.
What?
Just a little scene.
So, was it the dolls that were talking?
No, the dolls were not talking.
Okay. I didn't think so, but I just
I
wanted to
kept
make
saying
sure.
us, and I was like, I'm thinking of the dolls, but it wasn't.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm glad this was the one I asked my parents to watch.
Right?
Dad,
Yeah.
please watch this stream.
But it's a little voyeurism. It's not hurting nobody. Okay.
Okay, wait. So was it the half-orc woman who was talking?
Yes.
Or-
No,
okay.
no.
No, somebody was talking
Someone's
to her.
talking to her, yeah.
Okay,
Yeah, they sound like
that's what I thought, but I just wanted to make sure.
Probably own the dolls.
Sounded like a
Yeah.
child's voice.
Child, right. Okay.
Man,
Pleading,
Callisto up in
pleading.
here.
Pleading with her.
My note was 2 halflings go ham wild.
It
Yeah.
wasn't even two. It was one human and a halfling.
Oh, I'm so sorry. I got that note wrong. And a
Wait, yeah. Let me change my notes.
Okay.
Okay.
Ooh.
Is it time for your intro?
Yes, I was just about to start that. A tradition
Don't wish you forget
spanning
it.
over 4,000 years, the Radiant Festival of Absalom stands as a testament to the enduring spirit and cultural achievements of its people. This grand celebration, observed every century, symbolizes the city's strength and unity through countless sieges. After a long absence, the Radiant Festival has returned with unprecedented vibrancy, drawing attendees from all corners of the globe. Most join in the revelry, while others harbor darker intentions, eager to exploit the occasion to further their own villainous schemes. Standing in their way is a cobbled-together constabulary, sworn to protect and preserve the people of this great city. These courageous men and women are known as the Agents of Edgewatch. These are their stories. Oh no, my sound effect thing not working.
Wait,
Hold
what was
on.
it? I was ready.
Oh my
I
god,
didn't
how
go
could you
through any
fail
of
me?
this.
How could you? Oh, there it
There
goes.
it is.
Delay. Holy shit. Okay.
That's because I did it.
Oh,
We're
you
not,
did it?
In the
Yeah, I
disc-
pressed the button to the soundboard.
Thank you.
it looks like in this
Oh,
episode,
someone
we're
else
not
could be in
the-
charge of that if they want.
Like in this episode, we're not the only ones watching an Edge, huh?
Oh dear.
Okay, so we are taking it. Hey man,
Bottle cap.
it's an urban. It's gonna be salacious. It's urban, baby.
People
All right.
only fuck in the cities. You know that.
Hell yeah.
People do that?
It's all part of the game. Okay, so we are moving on. Well, I don't think I need to use a map really, because I don't like to focus too much on maps when we're not doing battle and stuff. So the agents have gone undercover to try and discover as much information as they can about the various missing persons that have gone missing. Yes.
That's what we're doing.
Right.
Yep.
And most notably, seeking an audience with Jeremy Hoff to find out where a cluster of Minkayan stonemasons were the last to speak to him, and they are one of the more on the list. So, as good detectives do, they put on some costumes.
Expertly.
Yes. And
Flawlessly.
infiltrate the notorious speakeasy known as the House of Plains. A den of iniquity and vice.
Dumb and villainy.
Of course, we also all have our disguises and fake names with backstories.
Full-blown backstories.
Full-blown backstories.
Social security numbers. Everything. Passports.
She actually even has like a stamp at the local Baskin Robbins that
Yeah.
has
Yeah.
blind on it, not Conti, and it's like 3 stamps away from a free ice cream.
Don't keep that. Turn it in.
She committed. It's a method.
So, sorry. Yeah, you guys are. The House of Plains it's like devoted to all the different outer planes that exist, and they all have a theme, and they're pretty well decorated. Every room has its patron, and every room has a challenge too, because why not, right? And if you meet the challenge of the day, maybe perhaps you get an audience with whoever is the patron. This is all part of the game that Germanhoff likes to set up for his own amusement. And you guys have gone to pretty much all of them, I think, except for one. And overcome the various challenges and had your audiences for the most part. And learned some things.
Yeah, all of us have learned things. Yep.
Yeah. Yep.
Mhm.
All of us have been successful.
No failures here. It's funny that the 2 Conti went to were just useless.
Yeah. Bad
What
luck.
are we?
In fact,
Let's
he gave
just
them more information.
let's recap what we have learned.
Yeah. Well, okay, I'll take this one because just to get it on the books. My 2 leads that I am currently following are, of course, still the case of the missing Minkayan Masons, but I've changed my second lead to a new one, which is
Your
the
categories.
case. Sorry, there's a closed door. It's not acceptable. The case of the irredeemable innkeeper.
Oh.
Good.
Is this
Yeah.
what's that name?
There aren't
Is that
that many.
Encyclopedia Brown adventure that we're doing
Yeah,
here?
yeah.
The key to the iniquitous innkeeper.
Oh.
Yeah, I went through there. There aren't a whole lot of good eyes.
Yeah.
Iniquitous is also very good. I might change
What
it,
about something
actually.
with a dandy?
Yeah.
The
Damnable
the
dandy.
diabolical dandy?
The horrible hotelier.
Oh.
We can keep workshopping that, Randy. It's
Yeah,
okay. Not everyone's a winner, but I appreciate it.
I liked
It's a good
The
one.
Hotelier.
licentious,
It's a good one.
the
I like the
licentious
hotelier.
larper.
Oh, that's in book 2.
The licentious larper is in
Yeah.
book 2.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Alright,
So okay.
Let's get some facts straight.
Yeah. So, it's not looking good for our dear friend Hendred Pratchett, the erstwhile proprietor of the Gallery Inn. The intelligence against him has been building. It includes we talked to a shady real estate dealer who claims to have forged documents for him to say that a building was historic, allowing him to get discounts. And she also happened to see a blueprint that had a bunch of like extra rooms and weird spaces, and just there was something really weird about it. We know that he sought out and was connected in some way to a Nexian ooze crafter to assist in building a waste disposal system, and may very well be that same ooze crafter who we found dead in the basement of a hovel elsewhere
All I'm
in the
saying
city.
is, how many ooze crafters are in Absalom?
Yeah, yeah. I mean, it is the Radiant Festival, so there could maybe be like 3 or 4. We know that his assistant Ralso is, well, she's a known criminal who's served time at the brine, and is big time enough that other criminals are surprised to hear that she's recently been fencing a bunch of small, low worth items. And some of which include direct ties to people we know to be missing, the masonry tools. And just because that's not enough, the Missoula brothers claim to have sold him a shit ton of drugs. So yeah, he's been up to no good.
That's right. Very important part of the night is Savara was on JRE.
Yeah, yeah.
Savara had the best night of her life, and the tomorrow is going to be awful, but we're all going to be there for her.
Yeah, yeah.
I mean,
for those
maybe
who
not.
don't know,
I think someone else in this group is gonna have a much worse day tomorrow than.
Yeah, I may not
Svara.
be there for her.
Oh no, that's true.
It's
You may
true.
be dead.
Yeah. Hopefully, Savara will be sober enough to care for you when your next stage of your various diseases kick in.
Yeah, before we get into that, let's
You'll be there
let's continue wrapping up or recapping. Is that
Okay.
all of that? No, that's just
That's just what we've got on Hindred.
okay.
Yeah. I don't have everything else in the same place. And that was my case of the irredeemable innkeeper. What else did each of y'all learn here in the House of Plains?
Learned, huh?
Or failed to learn?
Learned.
Yeah.
Suspect.
The German Hof sent the Minkayans to the Galeri Inn. A bunch of people have been sent to the Galeri Inn.
Oh yeah.
A bunch of work has been done around the Galeri Inn.
The
Also
Galeri
German Hof,
Inn.
Galeri Inn. I'm so sorry that I got the name of the Rainforest Cafe wrong.
No,
I
this is
actually
the
would
main
really
point.
like to know how the AP spells it, because there's several ways you
Well,
could do it.
Fun fact: it's not the name of the hotel in the AP. I changed it.
Okay,
Oh.
how does Sir
better.
spell it?
This is why you're the DM.
Galeri Inn.
So I can spell it however I want. is what
It's
you're saying.
it's Galarian, but INN at the end.
Okay. Okay. I'm sorry. Go on.
Yeah, and also German doesn't like outsiders, as it so happens. Go figure.
And not
So
just
Elena isn't ruling out that German is full of shit and sent those people to their death knowingly because he's just like, fuck you, you're Minkayan and I don't care. But he's pretending to be very, I don't know what happened, I just saw them leave. Which is like, I'm not a cop right now, so I don't know
Think
why
he's in
doing
cahoots with the guy?
No, I just think he doesn't care. I think he knows. I don't think that man works with somebody and not know something about him, right? I
Yeah.
think he knows.
He's got.
I think he doesn't
everywhere.
care.
Yeah.
You
I
have
think
to be.
if he throws somebody at a serial killer knowing that they're going to disappear, that's an upshot, right?
Speaking of serial killer, Kanti also learned a few things, despite her obvious failures. She met a man named Reginald Van Kaskerkin,
Oh, that's
who
right.
is a local rumor mongerer, writer, author, kind of writes some
News
He's a
report.
broadsheet
Publisher, yeah.
publisher.
Mhm.
Yes.
And despite her asking him
Yeah.
questions, she ends up revealing a lot more about who she is as a person. But he suspects that these missing people are due to a serial killer.
Mhm.
And then he gets her number, and she gets his address.
Did he promise you a byline at least?
He said I can
Oh,
pop over
God.
anytime and ask for Reggie.
That's right. I think
So-
he did kind of try and court you a little bit, perhaps.
Auntie, you may be moving on from this failed relationship.
Oh man,
in
he's
the intro.
I was gonna handle that. This might get ugly. Conte. Okay, what else we got? Oh, well, let me show. As you guys are talking, I wanted to put up this hunk of meat. Delicious meat.
I
German
was about to
Hoff.
ask Rachel if you got an updated Savara art with her having very red and puffy eyes.
I didn't know, but I should. Hold on, let me DM specs.
German Hoff is a hunk.
I have disagreed with all of you about the attractiveness of NPCs, so I will continue to stand here.
Yeah, I mean, like, I appreciate that other people might find him attractive, but I just think
What
he looks like a
about-
smug asshole.
The
I think that's the
House-
intent.
what's
Yeah.
the House Morella woman. What about her?
The one who looks
Oh,
like,
Yeah, does Anna Syndra have a portrait?
Well,
Well,
Nina
that's
Luthor?
Ralso. Yeah.
Yeah, that's Ralso.
I did. I picked
Mhm.
one. I thought was
It has a long neck, but the better the
strangle
know.
her with.
hit you with like an emu? Like she's just whack.
The only one I've thought was genuinely hot is
Oh, I know which one.
what's her name? The fucking detective.
Jesus.
with the
Fair-
beach.
Yeah.
Um,
Despite the beach.
I thought there was a captain of the guard that was like strangely attractive
Oh,
too.
the dwarf, also the AI art.
Oh yeah, the
Oh yes, that's what it was. It was the dwarf that you were talking.
Who's strangely attractive. Yeah, no,
I
not.
mean,
That's,
really,
not
if
a
that's
fan.
what I'll- I don't know what is.
That's
The
Lady
dwarf was on my eye.
Anna
Oh
Sandra.
yeah. That's right. Verabel.
Yeah, Widowmaker looking ass.
Way too much
One
neck,
shot, one
right?
kill, yeah.
And her boobs are like up here.
She's wearing a corset, and her tits are hanging on for dear life.
That has to hurt. You're like
She's
6 or 8 inches
Fits-
out of place.
Fits right in here.
I'll show
What
you 6 or inches out
else?
of
What
place.
else? What else?
House
we
of
got?
Pains.
What else do we have?
Uh,
do we have
We learned that
what
there
did
were
Jane
gray-skinned people kidnapping people, maybe.
That's right.
And that there was someone in the Undercity, or who said he got kidnapped, but then let go for some reason.
That was the elf,
Yes,
drunk elf. He was telling you his sad story.
right.
And then we cut to Conti at one of the tables with a complete stranger in the center of the room with like Phrasma in the background. And she's like, no. This woman, she only had the one eye. And she said, I did good. I did a good job. Everything's good. And then gives me shit. She says, oh, you can ask me questions. Nothing. No answers. No information. She was useless. I did everything they asked. Whatever.
Anything else? Was that it? I mean, I'm just asking, and I'm not
let me see.
saying there's more. But
There was the elf, and
Ash, could you would you
Abaddon.
mind going push to talk? Because we're hearing the buzzing a lot in the background when you're not talking.
I think that was it. Talk about the prominent fence, Lila, Scandra.
Layla, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, we mentioned it last week, but we
Hmm.
yeah, like we have had the opportunity to buy the masonry tools, but it was like 50 platinum or something ridiculous like that.
But
No,
the
it was
fact that
it was
she had
50
that was
platinum
one of
to
them.
open business with
Oh,
her.
yeah,
That was the consultant fee.
for some stoneworking tools.
Well,
Indeed.
for a
Yeah.
consultant fee. And
Yeah,
then
yeah.
The tools may not have been worth a whole lot on their own, but
Okay. So then last week, as we left off, we saw Savara kind of skip a beat when she entered the room.
Oh my god, yeah.
Noticing a certain patron was there, kind of really carousing and having a good time. Didn't seem to take any notice of her.
Mm-hmm.
She sat down, did her business with the dwarf woman, then headed out. And as she turned, she saw that person was gone, and turns back and goes through the shimmering veil that leads to the outside, and instead ends up in what looks to be some sort of dimension of shadow. In the distance, you can kind of see, the shapes of distorted shapes of where people maybe are on the material plane, but she is clearly in another place, and it being very dark in there, it's just you can barely see the outlines of shapes in the dimness, and there's smoke, and out of this smoke comes a hand, wraps around her throat, and slams her against the wall.
Yeah.
And not like hard, but puts you there,
Yeah. It's scary and startling.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And then the face of Lady Anasandra peers through the smoke.
Is she like choking me or just
No.
Okay,
She's just holding you in place. She could
It's
feel
like the
her
animated
nails.
wall scene.
Her sharp nails are definitely like kind of, you feel them.
Yeah, Savara's trying to like shrink down.
Mm-hmm. And this person kind of leans in real close. Savara tilts her head. Even makes smells. And releases her grip. My dear, what would your mother think of you in such a place?
She's just kind of like like choking, like she doesn't even know what to say. Just,
And she kind of looks at you like, you're just like prey. You are nothing to her. She's like, I know what she thinks, what she would think. It would not be good for you. What in the nine hells are you doing here?
And she's like her head is just spinning a million miles an hour. Like, what should I say? Like, what excuse could I give? What story could I tell? That knowing that anything she says, Anasindra is just going to immediately see through. And she kind of like stammers for a moment, and then she like stops and kind of swallows and says, I don't care what my mother thinks about me being here. Yeah.
You tell her, Queen.
And then she's like shaking, but
Now-
that's like a major act of rebellion.
Is that a lie, though? That is a question.
Oh, that's a good question.
Is she bluffing? That's so funny.
Is she? I think she wants it to be true, but it's not.
Right. Okay.
Yeah. All right, do I need to roll this?
No,
Oh,
don't even
shit, no.
bother. Don't even
Okay,
bother.
yeah, it doesn't matter. Her DC is
Yes.
so high.
She gives a little smirk. Hold on to that, spirit. You're going to need it. She leans back a little bit. You'd best get your house in order, young lady. Grandmother's coming home. She's bringing a very important guest. All eyes will be upon your house. Take care.
And she's
And
again
watch your
just kind of
back.
like stammering.
She says, and watch your back. And she disappears, backs off to the darkness. And as you're saying something, did you want to finish your sentence or just stammering?
No,
or-
she's like grandmother. I think at first she's like, wait, who's grandmother? Like she's like rolling spinning through her Rolodex, you know, like what? Yeah.
And she disappears, and kind of you can hear a little giggle, maybe like some kind of weird, upsetting giggle.
Mm-hmm. Everything about this is upsetting.
And then the shadows kind of, and you're back out into the material plane. And you're right outside the gate, outside the veil that you passed through.
And she had been like doing her best to hold herself up and like try to be, you know, good posture, strong, put on a brave face. And the second she like the House of Plains sort of rematerializes around her, she just sort of like collapses into the wall and is just like panting, and her eyes are like this big, and then she kind of takes a deep breath and tries to pull herself together and shake it off, and then, you know, stands back up again and just kind of, and then walks back out to try to find her teammates.
Because it's such a good map. We'll play.
Yeah.
We'll keep this such a good.
It is.
Okay, so yeah, a few heads turn. Bartender looks at you, is like, whatever, just drunk.
Yeah.
Doesn't really get much attention.
She's like hanging out in this little nook here between where the just like
the Pharasma impersonator is lounging in her throne, just like filing her nails. She's bored.
Not a very good paid actress. Gotta stay in character for the
Right.
entire event. Is she not? Or maybe it's her 15.
It's on break.
It's a union.
She's on break.
I figured her break was inside the coffin.
Oh.
you don't want to smoke in there though. Terrible
Yeah.
ventilation.
Right, and then one thing I said we were going to come back to, we didn't mention, was that Jane, aka Wendelin, seems to be undergoing some sort of strange transformation.
She's going bald. She's gonna rock it.
Little tentacles are starting to sprout out of her chin,
Huh.
and her ears are kind of growing a bit, and sharp teeth starting to kind of be visible.
How does fresh meat sound to you? Like raw.
I mean, are you talking to me? Because meat's fine. I mean, you know,
It's
I
back on
just
the
as
menu.
soon have a nice little kiss, if you know what I mean, though.
Well, now, what are you guys? What's going on here? We got Savara over there in the corner. This is now out of my hands. I am going to
I
sit
believe
back.
Elena was going to visit heaven due to a tip from Hoff.
No, she
Because
was
we passed each other.
No, she was full of shit. Like, she
Oh,
just said she was doing that because that was her cover.
gotcha. This Conte passed by and said, "I don't know anything about Tarbafon. Stop asking." And sat down at a table brooding.
Oh, I think we would like. I think Jane was trying to get people back together so we could get out of here. So maybe that I don't end up as ahead of the crowd here. You know what I mean?
Oh, move over to your table then. Did we get any information at all that was useful?
Yeah, we got lots of information. That's why we're here. I'm sure I'll be able to set up a nice little business. I already got some name recognition, so that'll be nice.
And then she's gonna gesture east to those stairs leading up. Do we think there's anything worth behind the scenes? Or are we good?
No, I think we're good. Also, anyone get anything from Huff? Anyone get anything like on what he's up to or anything like that?
So you're all sitting together?
Well, yeah. Elena followed Conti to sit down with her.
Okay.
Over here.
Yes.
All right.
Sorry, I can move myself
I got
on a
it.
map.
That's fine.
Okay.
I think after a moment, like once Savara has sort of collected herself, she looks around and sees the rest of you gathered, and she'll move over there and join you.
And she can see that Conte is like, you don't know if she's drunk or just cried or frustrated. Maybe all of the above, but like her cheeks are a little flushed. Like she looks just drained.
And Savara looks really unsettled. Like,
And also high as hell.
and also high as hell, yeah. Though I think that, like, she probably, like, her eyes are all red and everything, but honestly, I think everything that's happened in the last few minutes has mostly sobered her up. Even though she still, like, physically looks high as hell. She's not having a good night.
I don't think any of us are.
Mm-mm.
My night is going great, thank you for asking.
Do we think we got enough information to work on though? Do we?
Yeah,
She
I
was
think
kind of
we're
like
good.
leaning in, conspiratorial.
Vis-a-vis our sort of main mission, I think we're good. I don't know. Our friend may be a little disappointed, but I don't think any of us wants to spend our time here.
No. No. The sooner we
All
leave,
I'm
the
saying
better.
is, if we leave, we may not get the chance again to visit. If we want to take a chance, perhaps now is our best bet.
Okay,
She's
but
again looking at like to the east, to these like spiral staircase.
okay, but it can't be me. Like, I've already had my shot with Hoff. So if someone else wants to do it, then go for it. Or talk to somebody else who knows shit.
Let's see. How much time?
Beyond going to talk to Hoff, perhaps some perhaps some snooping in areas we're not allowed.
Well, I think there's one room that nobody went in, so I guess if we're going to stay, like that might be a good idea to go in there, and I don't know, we could try to maybe figure out who would best chance to clear whatever's in there.
And I think in the middle of Jane saying that, Conti, like, in an effort to push past how she's feeling and like her own frustrations. My cat is chewing on my computer. Hello, please stop. She's gonna like very suddenly grab Savara's hand. Like she can't tell if it's because you're high. This is probably the first time Savara's ever gotten high, or what the issue may be. And she's just like, "Are you okay?"
And she like kind of jumps startled when you.
Yeah, very like startled.
Yeah.
As you can tell, like her faculties aren't all there either.
And she just kind of blinks at you for a moment, and like while she thinks about what you just asked and how she's gonna answer, and says, yes, and she's clearly not okay.
Stay and Kanti again is just assuming that like you've taken too much, and she's like, I'm gonna get you some water. Stay here, okay? We'll take
Hey.
care of you. It happens to everybody. I understand you've been sheltered as a child, and this may have been your first alcohol, let alone whatever else you took in there. I'll be right back.
And when you say that, and she kind of like thinks about it for a second and starts kind of giggling a little bit, and then
2 waters. Got it, 2 waters.
and then she just like loses herself like in this uncontrollable laughter.
Oh.
And she's like half crying, half laughing, and just like
It is so hard to find good help these days.
Elena, is this how you feel all the time with the rest of us?
Yes, but I try not to read it in too much. I'm used to it. You know how it is.
I won't sit there and continue to do that because it's obnoxious, but
And Kanti will step away to both like find herself for a moment, bring herself in. It's like when you're drunk but you see someone in a worse spot than you and you're like, oh shit.
yeah, it's like, God damn it, I'm too
Water.
drunk to be the sober
Yeah.
person. Yeah.
Exactly.
Elena, will do one last pass. Is anyone looking at us? Like any like weird looks coming across?
You can be
Probably.
perception if you'd like to look around and
With
Just,
Safari giggling hysterically, nah, we're fine.
kind of fit right in.
Yeah.
Nope. Everyone here seems to kind of be, keeping themselves. Just quiet relaxation. It's dim light, so it's hard to tell if people are looking directly at you.
Okay, are we
That's the
leaving
whole point of these. Like, yeah, these rooms are very lit to be private. These tables, in a sense.
Mm-hmm.
Hard
Yeah.
to say. But yeah, you guys have been to every room here.
Just about. We haven't
Yeah.
been to the abyss. Have we? Oh no, we have been to the abyss.
Yeah, the
No,
abyss
we
had
haven't been to the abyss. No, that was Abaddon. Abaddon had the plague chalice.
I think it was the northwest one.
You're right.
We haven't been.
That
We
one's
haven't been to the
black for me.
abyss.
This is to the east.
I went to 12 and 10.
Hmm.
Okay. Well, stick around a little bit and go in there. I think you were talking about sneaking around and stuff. Jane, you're not feeling well. You're starting to sweat. You feel like your heart is palpitating. Like there's something wrong with it.
If anybody feels comfortable sharing.
I think I'm done here for the night. If you all want to stay, like be a guest, I'll get you your money later or whatever. But I'm leaving without you.
I just pictured Jade saying that and then popping her head off, and then the wings fly away. Bye.
I'm done for the night.
That's what I was picturing. This then.
What?
Yeah.
And everybody's sitting there like looking at the body falls over.
Did you know she could do that?
Okay. I'm gonna roll a perception check and see. Okay, yeah. See if Savara is aware enough of what's going on. Yeah, I think you start talking and
Oh, it's
she
not
kinda-
hard to notice.
Yeah, exactly. She looks
Maybe
over.
she's
Well, yeah,
scanning
but she's
you.
very much in her own head right now. But yeah, she looks over and sees like just all the weird stuff going on, and sort of does a double take and, just, are you okay?
Oh my god, what is?
Oh, whoops,
Is
sorry.
anybody else getting stupefied 40?
I meant to put that only on tomorrow.
Oh,
Stupefied
okay.
4, thanks.
Yes.
No, I'm not okay. That's why I want to go.
Yeah, no, we're
Yes.
leaving.
We need to get her out of here.
Most importantly, is there a front door we can leave through, or do we have to crawl through a
Yes.
tunnel to leave this fucking place?
No,
No, we can get out through the
only
front door.
Front door, like
Maybe
normal
that's
people
what this
would.
spiral staircase is.
This
Almost
little
certainly.
neon exit.
Mhm.
Hey, Pharasma, how do we leave?
Yeah.
Where's the exit?
That is
Our
so
friend drank too
suspicious.
much.
Do not ask her
Yes,
that.
that is a very loaded question to ask
That's
Pharasma.
You're not.
Pharasma, how do we leave the graveyard?
Yeah.
Well, it's also just suspicious for how did you
Bronya.
get in then, girl? How did you get in,
Yeah.
Kanti?
I'm drunk. I'm drunk.
That is also
Where's
very
the exit?
suspicious. Yes.
Just follow the river of souls. It's fine.
Yeah,
Okay.
We'll
That's
leave.
actually great.
So,
The man, yeah.
all right. So then, you.
I'm just gonna gather up what little of myself I can manage and just start stalking towards the exit.
Don't leave any body parts, please.
Okay.
Picking up like multicolored hair behind you.
Shove in your pocket.
Okay.
You might need
So
this later.
you make your way to the exit. Then, yes.
Yes.
Okay. And you go up the spiral stairs. It's a long way up.
20 minutes of stairs.
Yeah. And then you get to a landing, and there are two burly looking individuals with masks. One is an angel, the other is a demon.
Hot.
And
Something.
they see you coming, and they just open the door. And the door looks to be a basement of some sort of perhaps a brewery or a tavern. There are casks and barrels there, and eventually you make your way, and you can hear the sound of laughter and music coming from the floor up above. And you find yourself in, you go up a few stairs and you're out of the thing, and the door opens. It's like kind of an airlock door. You go through one door and then you step through a chamber, and then that other door opens, and you're in a back room of a tavern.
What? Well, we might not be able to tell now, but at some point, I definitely want to find out what tavern this is.
Right. I'll bet you do.
Not
While
leaving till you
we're-
tell me where we are.
While we're walking up the stairs, there's this like awkward moment where Kanti's like, "What did you all have to do in your rooms?"
I mean, I had to put my head inside the griffin's mouth, and yet it didn't
Oh.
bite me, and that was impressive.
That sounds
And
unsavory.
then, it wasn't as bad later, because then I went face to face with Huff, and he got to torture me for his amusement.
He
I mean-
torture you?
I let him torture me because it was part of the song and the dance. I mean, if
Was
I
it
really
a foot
wanted to
thing?
die, I could have made it. Yes, it was a foot thing.
He-
How did you know it was a foot thing?
Men are all the same.
I want to hear the story later. But yes, it was fun, really.
I don't know why that hit me so hard, but that was really
Good improv skills, Lily.
Hey.
Yeah.
Are you hurt? Do you need some help? Do you need some?
No,
Hey.
I mean it was uncomfortable. I'll survive, you know. I'm more worried about getting, our dear friend here to medical care at the soonest we can. So let's hightail it. I don't know, immediately.
Yes, of course. I agree.
Gwendolyn, what did you take? Did you take any drugs, alcohol? It's very important for the medic.
Kanti, you watched her
It's
get
me.
kissed. You literally.
Yeah,
I'm-
this is from that stupid flying head. You
And the
dingus.
ghoul.
Oh, I thought you were stronger than that. I'm sorry.
Well,
Oh my
you're
god,
wrong.
Kanti.
Okay. Although I totally know who my first victim is. Okay, so why don't we get moving so I don't have to give you head, huh?
You know, this,
Alright.
this could be a new scientific discovery. Perhaps the
If I hear
ghoul fever.
one word
Perhaps.
about suggesting that I go through this so you can take notes on it, there's gonna be blows.
But
And not
what
the
if?
kind I was just talking about.
What
Can
if
we
the
go?
the ghoul fever infects the baby bat monster,
All right,
and then
then.
you have a flying ghoul head?
Savara,
I start running towards
can
the
you not?
hospital.
Can you not make
Savara, wait,
horrors?
let her cook.
No, can you not make horrors beyond human comprehension,
Oh
please?
God, I'm sorry. My brain is
Thank you.
just spiraling in so many
Got it, let's go.
directions.
Yeah, I'll start taking people. Surf. I will start leading people.
Okay.
Kanti, who's belligerently drunk. Savara, who's high. Well, I think Kanti is just belligerent and drunk. I think the two of us.
These are separate.
Kanti,
Yeah.
who's really high, and Wendelin, who's
Kanti's not high.
is going
Savara.
poorly. I will take them and I will lead them, seeing as I'm the only sober person here, apparently. And I will do a roundabout but direct-ish route back to Edgewatch or wherever we were set to rendezvous
Right.
post-excursion.
Okay.
What time is it?
That
Like
would be the station, really. at
6
this
a.m.
All
or
right,
something.
station. We are going back to Edgewatch.
point.
What time is it, Surf?
The time is now 4. Oh wait, I have to add some time for the walk back.
Yeah. 2 hours on the stairs.
Okay. The time is almost 5 a.m. The
Yeah.
sun is starting.
People are starting to wake up.
Yes, the sounds of the early bakers.
We're doing the walk of shame.
Yeah.
I know Kanti has her heels in her hand.
Gwendolyn is probably not walking. She's probably being like toddler carried by Iant. Just, head on the shoulder.
Mhm.
I can carry somebody. Yeah, I can. I will carry you home if you need.
It's
And when they were only one set of footprints, it was Elena carrying you home.
sun is starting to the horizon is starting to lighten up to the east.
Iant tries to go to comfort Gwendolyn, brushes her hand on her head, and just a giant chunk of hair falls off.
And in the distance you can see the fishing boats are already departing the bay. The bells sounding from the Temple of Sarenrae, announcing the coming of the dawn.
Oh God. Oh, it's so bright. Fuck.
And the city is starting to wake up.
Mhm.
And you are in Eastgate, which is a very affluent park-like district. Lots of greenery, open spaces, manor houses, and compounds. It's not as tightly packed as other parts of the city. The streets are very well kept. And there are people starting to, go about their business now in the early mornings, and you can make your way. I assume you're going to walk, or are you going to try and secure other methods of conveyance?
How long would it take us to walk? Given that.
Absolutely. From
Kanti would pay for a cab.
Yeah, we're worried about when then.
Yeah, I flat do not care about walking or like whatever's fastest
Right.
is
Yeah.
convenient enough.
Say we're in Eastgate. We're probably right around here, and the name of the pub is the Plain Brow Pub.
Plain brow. Is that okay?
Plain brow. Plain.
I-N, yeah. Yeah.
Conte knows where she's bringing her parents when they visit Absalom.
And getting from, Eastgate to Edgewatch headquarters right here, by foot, it'll take you about 40 minutes.
Yeah, we'll call a cab.
Okay, so you secure
Conte
transport.
whistles.
Yeah.
Puts her thumb out to the nearest horse.
We'll bill it to the watch.
Whatever works.
Okay.
Yeah, I put on my watch credit card.
Mm-hmm.
All right, and okay, we'll say that cuts the time down to 15 minutes.
I can't believe, like, what a night. Like, this night started crawling into those tunnels, like, what a night.
Yeah.
It didn't even start. It was like already like midnight or 2 a.m.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The night
What a
started
day.
with you guys going to the Ivy District to get
Yeah.
outfits.
Yeah.
Oh, with that stereotypical stage
And
manager.
it's been a long
Yeah.
Costume designer.
freaking day. I mean,
It's-
you had a full day's worth of work too.
Right,
This is
overnight.
overtime, right?
Fucking
Oh
yeah.
my God.
Yeah.
Sure.
I worked 16 hours.
I don't think
today.
I don't think they're billable hours, Sirzal. Hey, did you do that thing? Yeah, I also
got
did
drunk.
8 hours of extra bullshit that you probably aren't happy about. Oh yeah. No
Okay,
worries, I'll
at
pay
this
you.
point,
Yeah,
Wendelin
they're like,
is
your payment is that armor you found and then threw
Yep.
away.
now at this point
Gwendolyn
Wendelin
is.
is not doing well. She's almost
Yeah,
barely like breathing
like almost
hard.
insensible.
Yeah, sweating really bad.
Yeah, so
Um,
as soon as we get back to the watch, Savara is, who I'm assuming is mostly sobered up by now since it's been a while, it is basically like hurrying come this way to the infirmary, we'll find you a bed, come on, and just like
I will- I'll run to get somebody, like a healer.
yeah, can't they go ahead and let whatever the chief medic that I don't remember at the top at the moment, whatever their name is, let them know we're coming, prepare a bed. And she's like strangely like giving orders and stuff in a way that she doesn't normally do.
And despite Conte's medical knowledge, she, I think, like, is at least aware enough to be like, oh, I am not in a headspace where I can provide medical assistance to somebody. So the best thing she can do is find somebody who can.
Yeah, so Savara ushers Wynn down to the infirmary and puts her in a bed and starts looking her over and trying to.
So Urgath Balo.
Urgath?
Yes, Urgath Balo. He is the cleric of Abadar that is stationed at Edgewatch,
Okay.
at least during the festival.
Mm-hmm.
So he has his own quarters next door. And that's where you could find him if you were to look for him.
Gotcha. Yeah. Is that the person that I'm sorry. Is that the person that Savara was like training under? I don't think we ever gave them a name.
Was it a cleric that trained under?
I don't think so.
No.
It was there was whoever was running the
Yeah.
infirmary.
Yeah,
It was a medic of some kind.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I don't think we
Practical
named them.
medicine. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Right.
I,
So-
I don't know that my medicine will be enough. I think we might need divine intervention.
I've already gone for the cleric. Like Elena immediately, like I said, Elena
Okay.
walks in and goes for the person who could help, like the cleric or whatever, to help with. Like, yeah. I'm not doing anything else first.
Well,
That is my top
mechanically,
priority.
if I have been caring for somebody for like 8 hours or something, then whenever their first roll comes up, then the treat disease, then I can roll to give them a bonus against their check. So
Yeah, unfortunately, I think with the critical failures I've got, I'm not going to last 8 hours.
well,
Yeah, I'm just
however,
getting the clerk.
yeah.
And
Yeah.
we'll see what
Back-to-back
he
crit
did.
failures, man.
What a sick ass way to die, though.
Yeah. You're gonna have a baby flying ghoul.
You will remember this for the rest of your life. That's all I'm saying. You're gonna be at a bar 10 years from now. You'll never guess how Wendelin died.
Those stories you heard were true.
Yeah, her head off her body, wings out her ears.
Okay, so knowing that he doesn't start this early typically, you head to the rectory. That was called, right? Next
Sure.
door, and well, but the door is locked. Presuming you're knocking, pounding on the door.
I'm knocking and pounding on the door.
Okay, there's no answer for a while at all. Well, yeah, there's no answer.
Iletta's sizing up the door and preparing to kick it down.
Oh, no.
Okay.
I'm not actually going to do it. That is a bit.
Okay.
Because it is funny for him to open the door and me be like bracing.
Doosh, kick me in the
door.
gut.
Field bash. Your crowbar that Conte convinced you to buy.
Yeah.
Okay. So after some more knocking and then eventually pounding, you can hear.
I think the pounding was at the Galarian.
Hold on. Balls. What the fuck is this? And he opens the door. What's all this racket about? And you can see
Time
that
sensitive. We have a member of the guard who's afflicted. It's very time sensitive. It's a disease. Your skills are required if you can. Please. Right now.
Okay, give me a diplomacy check.
I will
To do
do
his
so.
job.
Fucking terribly.
You smell the booze
That's early.
on
Oh
him.
my god, I forgot.
He's
His-
drunk so
his
much you can
beard,
smell his
his-
booze over
Yes.
Conti's booze.
Alright. And I'm immediately going to change tacks. How about this? Go help my friend out, or we're going to have real fucking problems. Consequences be damned. Sober up! Let's go! Yeah. I'll see it like completely not like I will. Yeah, Iletta will be angry instead. I'll switch tacks as soon as I see that it's not working for him.
Okay, so yes, that you can barely understand what he's saying.
Yeah,
And
that's
he
fine. I don't need him to be happy.
disappears into his room, into wherever he is, and comes out with like a medical bag or something like that.
Good.
And it's got the symbol of Abadar on it. And he's like stumbling a little bit. Lead
I
the
will
way,
walk-
lead the way.
Yeah, I will. Yeah, I'll walk. I'll walk
like-
beside him, keeping pace with him. I guess.
At this point, the sun is, starting to really climb, and he's. Ugh. And he follows you back into the infirmary at Edgewatch headquarters, and where we can see Wendelin is wheezing, sweating, and her hair is lying in clumps on the floor. She's not looking good.
Iowin is probably trying to feed her water, but it almost seems like the control of Ion is like altering.
And he immediately takes sets the bag down, and maybe the smell of his stink that's coming off him might bring Wendelin back a little bit. It's very pungent. And some part of Wendelin, as she kind of looks, some bit of consciousness, still hanging on to, she sees this dwarf and just wants to bite him. You have this urge to leap up and try and rip into this guy's neck. Give me a will save. Yes.
Oh no.
Well, give me a will
I
save.
don't like this.
I was just gonna jump at him.
Okay.
Oh, no!
Jump them bones.
Okay. So she's gonna jump at him.
Oh man.
Let me see here. Luckily, I have a character sheet for him.
Dude.
Okay, so he is inebriated. Even in his inebriated state, he's able to push her back on the ground, push her back on the cot. And he looks, and he seems a little more sober, and he's like...
And Conti will go to, push down, snapping out of her own sort of, drunken haze. She's suddenly her arms are on Wendelin.
And his eyes are looking intense now. He's like, abomination.
Yes,
Wendelin's probably still fighting, and probably at this point is gnashing her teeth and biting her lips and probably starting to bleed a little bit.
Ugh.
Have I successfully convinced you of the urgency of the situation now?
Silence, girl. Be quiet.
Mhm.
Must summon
Ah,
some of the greatest magics that my Lord the Keeper bestows
Cure light
me.
wounds.
It's a level 1 spell. It's awesome.
I have a heal, 3 action. Get ready.
no. Use the 2 action. It's so much
No,
better.
Conti's also hurt. She could use the 3 action.
Okay.
We'll give you a band-aid later.
He starts winding up.
Pathfinder humor. Am I
Counteract
right?
check.
Natural 1.
Okay,
No,
so
don't.
Yeah, it's not
curse
even
it.
funny.
And while I think he's summoning his magics, Conti holding down Wendelin's shoulders, her head is kind of near your ear, and all you hear is, "Think about what you have left. Think about what you have left to do. There is so much more ahead of you. Fight this, Wendelin. Fight this."
okay, and as Wendelin is struggling and starting to act all very feral, and you can see the tentacles on her around her chin have kind of gotten longer. They're starting to wiggle a bit. Anybody who's holding her down might be a little freaked out by this. And even her tongue. Let me, just to remember what you. Her tongue is even starting to elongate.
Oh.
And Ergath, takes his holy symbol, which is a golden key, and kind of jams it on her forehead and utters words of prayer, asking for the holy grace of the keeper of the first vault to stay off this deadly affliction.
Wenlo's probably cursing at him.
It's like the Exorcist.
Yeah, do an exorcist. Yeah. Your mother sucks cock.
Abadjar's sweaty coin purse. Get off me.
I think we'll totally she speaks in a diabolic language.
Oh.
Yeah,
Can I
that
write
kind
that
of.
language on my
that-
character sheet if I survive?
Maybe we'll see. And it's kind of resisting and fighting, but the magic of the holy symbol just permeates everything, and you instantly go from stage 4 to stage 3.
It's something.
Do I pass out at that point, or
Yes.
so when I fall unconscious, Ion disappears as well?
Oh yeah. Foink. She was holding all of the alchemical flasks, right?
That's right.
Yeah, all of our
We
healing.
have the
Yes.
C4,
Splash! Bam, bam, bam,
Bronze.
bam! The room explodes.
a good alcohol.
And
So at this point, yeah, she is passed out. She's breathing a little easier. She's not resisting anymore, obviously. Her ears, face tentacles, it's all still there. But and
We on fire
he
anymore?
breathes a sigh of relief.
Okay, good.
Now that will be. That will at least buy some time. At least a
Thank you.
day. Before we need to worry about symptoms. We shall have to put her under our care.
That's fine. I'm sorry for yelling at you. I just had no other way of impressing upon you the sort of urgency. I appreciate your work.
Stop yelling at me. You're still yelling.
I'm not yelling. I
Oh.
promise
he
you.
has his sunglasses on the entire time too.
Well, go the fuck to sleep. Go back to your room. I'm good.
And I think this entire time too, Kanti is still just whispering into Wendelin's ears, like head down, her hair sort of like covering her face, and she's just whispering despite Wendelin now being unconscious.
Mm-hmm.
Labyrinth.
Yeah, and Savara is like, she feels kind of useless. But also like she's just wiping the sweat off of her brow and just trying to monitor everything and trying to make her comfortable. And
Hey, Savara. Kanti, you can, point to Kanti because I think Kanti's down, just kind of ground Savara back the moment
Yeah.
and suggest that she go treat
Oh.
Kanti.
yes, of course. I promised you a band-aid.
Is there
Anyone
Scooby-Doo on it?
anyone who's listening to Wendelin in bed, you would swear that there's an old woman in the bed, not Wendelin. It seems to be singing some sort of lullaby. Not her voice, but definitely coming from her mouth.
Oh. I can't use the macro without tokens. Do you want to put tokens down, or do you want me to just roll it
I can
for
put
treat wounds?
down.
Okay.
I will go.
Boop. Oh, whoops.
Beep, boop. Boop, boop, boop. Boop, boop.
What the heck?
Boop, 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 be doop.
There we go. There we go.
Hey, whoa!
My baby's full of bees.
Excuse me?
Yes. So...
Am I still stupefied 4?
No, you're not.
Okay, I didn't think so. I just wanted to make sure if I rolled.
And nobody's stupefied anymore.
I still only rolled a 3, but we're here for a while, right?
So this
as
is
you,
healing. Okay.
Yeah.
As you lean in to heal Kanti, all you hear from her whispering into Wendelin's ears is, "Our Lady, do not let him take another. Bless her with your strength. Do not let him take another."
Kanti.
I will take that.
Kanti.
She was like,
I think you need to sleep.
We all do. And there's not much else we can do right now. But wait. And debrief in the morning. So, as your squad leader, with whatever power that I may hold, go the fuck to sleep, both of you. There's cots here. Crash. I'll stay awake for a little while longer in case somebody needs us, but we should be good. Go to sleep, both of you.
Well, if you promise you'll wake me if she needs me.
I will do so, for sure.
I can tell Conte's like looking at Wendell and looking at you like, fuck.
Go. It'll be okay. We're here. We're back. We're good.
And you see her lean over and kiss Wendell's forehead.
Yeah, Savara kind of like
Fortitude save.
She just
He gives her
starts
some
smacking.
tongue.
Yeah.
sticks her tongue
I
down her
want this
throat.
too. Yeah.
Yeah, Savara kind of, pats her brow and tucks her in, and you'll be okay. You'll be okay. And then she walks over and climbs into another cot and kind of pulls the blanket around her, and then she just kind of lays there, eyes open for a long time.
She starts like fingering something in her palms that she pulls out of her pocket, and then will like go sit in a cot next to you. But instead of staring at the ceiling for the next 6 hours, she will actually fall asleep.
I think eventually Savara falls asleep, but it takes her a while. She's just like kind of in shock.
It's not a competition, but I do think that Iletta, for a lot longer than she anticipates,
For a lot longer than you.
For a lot longer than you.
Competition.
No, but for a lot longer than she anticipates, spends time just staring at her three teammates as they're trying to work their way towards rest. I think she does like the hospital thing of falling asleep in a chair, like she doesn't even make it to a bed. Whenever she passes out, I think she's honestly the least hurt. I think she went through the least trauma tonight. So
Yeah. She was like, yeah, no problem. Griffin head, Griffin mouth,
yeah.
torture.
It's
another day.
Okay, so is someone going to take
Do the paperwork so we get paid?
charge over Gwendolyn's recuperation?
Yeah, I mean that's what Savara has been trying to establish, that she's
Gotcha. Okay.
What,
Sorry if I missed that. Okay, so Urgath gives you some instructions on what to do for the next, 24 hours. She needs bed rest. Don't let her get up.
Kiss her.
Chain her down if you have to. She tries to kiss you. Don't let her kiss you. She feels the urge to start kissing people.
Mm-hmm.
Are we skipping ahead kind of a full day then?
I don't know. Gives you basic, tinctures. Give her 2 of these every 4 hours. Call him if her situation progresses worse. He's going to pray to Abadar for a more powerful spell to remove the affliction, but it's going to be a while.
He's got to prepare a new spell.
Daily preparations.
Yeah, so I think Savara's kind of like snoozing. Like eventually she manages to like snooze a little bit, and so she's kind of going through this cycle of like checking on Wendelin, and then like slipping in and out, and like she's not even 100% sure if she slept or not. And just like
Okay.
yeah, just like focusing.
Okay. And everything was happening so fast, but Sergeant Alo was also there. Kind of like, what's happening, what's going on, and then you.
I'll debrief him. Done.
Yeah.
For sure. I'll go find him and tell him everything that happened.
Right. Including.
With a ton.
Including.
I'll say that.
Going on with Wendelin, obviously.
Yeah, I'll say Wendelin took a. Yeah.
Yeah, he's oh gosh, what's
order of operations like.
Yeah, that's his first concern.
Yeah, Wendelin, and then I'll say we've got a bunch of shit to go over, but we should wait until everybody's awake and lucid to do so, because I don't think we've collected all the notes. But that's gonna take a sec. So tell the detective, chill for a sec, give us a day, or something like that. Like, just give us a few hours to get back on our feet, and then we'll be more than happy to talk through it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right. So, Arlo's like, all right, we'll get some rest. You've heard it. We'll talk more about what happened in the morning. With what you were able to find out. We'll keep an eye on Wendelin. There's no need for you to stay here.
Everyone else is. I'll be here. It's easy. You'll be able to find us when the time is for the meeting. It's fine.
Okay. And you recuperate, rest, and for that ordeal of the past day,
Yeah.
You all get some XPs.
Oh boy.
XPs.
Right.
Gotta get those XPs. You get 750 experience points.
Wow.
I figured it was going to be a lot, but that's more than I thought. That's awesome. Yeah, 890 is what I got.
890 for those of us who are not named Gwendolyn, who probably has a different count.
Yeah.
No,
Congrats,
you're all the same count. You're all the same count.
No,
No,
Gwendolyn
Wen was
has
a
a
little
different
off.
count. Gwendolyn got pushed. Yeah.
Because of that lengthy potty break.
Lengthy potty break. Yeah, the potty break to end all potty breaks.
Yeah. Yeah. Wendelin's gonna hit level 3 and then die.
Okay.
Instantly.
So
Ghoul dedication.
is
Wait a minute.
Savara
That's sick.
treating disease? Is that
Yes.
what's going on?
Yeah, so I think I roll a medicine check, and then if I succeed, then that gives Wen a bonus to her fort save, right?
Correct. Yes.
Okay.
You roll against the virulence
Yeah.
of the.
I'm gonna re-roll that.
See, that's certainly a fail.
Yeah.
Also, Serve, when we have a second, can I ask a point of order question?
Here we go. That's
Not-
better.
not
I'll
urgent.
take that one.
That's different. Okay. 28 is a critical success.
Hey!
Exactly a critical success.
Is that up to 1
So,
That should
no.
give her a +2.
from 3? Oh,
No.
Save, right.
It gives her a +4 on the
Oh, nice. On a
saving
crit?
throw.
Yeah. Hey, a hero point that was actually useful.
Hey, yeah.
I like it when that happens.
We did waste a lot last week.
No, yeah.
I'll say you guys get a hero point for basically surviving or completing without really
Cool.
having
Is
the
that just
place
the
turn
normal
against
session
you.
one, or is that in addition to
No,
that?
no, for completing the House of Plains.
That was my point of order question: is do I assume that we get a hero point
Oh.
at the top of every session if
Yes.
we're not
Unless
in
we're in a
combat?
combat.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Just I've been
Cool.
adding it to my sheet at the top of every session when we're
Yeah.
not combat, but every time I do, I feel like I'm cheating.
I,
So it's
same.
good.
I just always start with 3.
Oh wow,
This
you
fills up the
should
bar.
use them.
It's
I
a,
did,
it's a
and we
rest
rolled
bonus from
like
the
a
cash
2
shop.
last
You
week.
gotta purchase
Yeah.
that in cash shop.
Yeah, you cash shop $60 season pass holder bonus.
Oh my god, is there a fucking battle pass?
Yeah, you get an exclusive skin too.
That'll
Yep.
Copy
If
and
you-
now
paste
you're
that.
talking.
Shiny
Now you're
bottle
talking.
cap.
If you buy premium, you also get to refocus for 3 points always too.
Yeah. That tracks.
Don't even talk
Yeah.
about if you subscribe to
Totally
the
forgot what
Twitch
I was
channel.
gonna do.
Oh.
It was morning. We just rolled the medicine check. I
Yeah.
think we're doing point of order stuff for the morning. And then we're going to have a meeting with the sergeant and
Can
the
this be
detective.
an
at some
email?
point. It cannot be an email. Oh my god.
Not in Galarian.
Oh yes. Okay.
I wouldn't make this an email ever.
Yeah.
Okay.
It is
So
it's for good, post.
we're gonna shift the time over a bit, I guess. We're gonna go 6 hours.
Yeah, does Wynn
Forward?
have to roll something?
Oh, man,
Uh,
is this Savara's
well,
first hangover?
when is that the only one that needs to roll something? Conti needs to roll a fortitude save.
Oh.
Oh, we don't.
Ooh, yeah, talk a big game,
do
girl.
we-
God damn it. We're gonna be lots of goals.
No.
Ghouls night.
Ghouls my Ghouls night. Ghouls my thing.
Ghouls just
13.
want to have fun. Oh, that's not
Ghouls
good.
It's
out
not
for it.
great.
That would be a
Not great.
fail.
Did you really?
It's a good thing you got 3 hero points.
Yeah, it's good.
I guess I'll use a hero point.
Oh wow, don't sound so put out.
Boring, but I'll use it.
You want to be a ghoul?
16.
That's slightly better.
It's
Still
Um,
not gonna do
critical
it.
fail. I
Yeah.
hope.
It's out of critical fail territory.
Yeah,
Hopefully.
probably. You immediately sprout ears. Ghoul ears.
It's because I kissed Wendelin.
Yeah.
check something here.
Oh no.
A 15 is a pass.
Oh.
Ooh, okay.
Whoopee.
Cushion.
Elves may be immune to the paralysis effect, but they are not immune to
Ghouls night.
Becoming ghouls.
ghoul fever.
She thanks her ancestors for being elvish.
Shout out to the elves. Okay.
Is it a one like save and done, or is it still affecting me long term?
You were at stage 1.
Cool. Thank you.
I've heard elves cause cancer, actually.
All right.
I think
so
this sort of like manifests like while she's sleeping, like these dreams, and I don't think it's like a dream she's never had before. It is a reoccurring theme of like her waking up as like a ghoul or a zombie or a skeleton, and she's like looking down and she like just sees these like the flesh rotting from her hands, and it's like she's watching a movie because she sees herself like being this horrible undead creature, you know, killing someone, eating them, like feeling the blood in her mouth and enjoying it. And I was like, that's what she needs to survive. And it's this moment where she like wakes up covered in sweat. The worst has passed, the fever is broken, but like she is drenched. And like her hair is sticking to her face, her clothes are soaked through.
Think she's gonna go vegan after this?
She kind of like maybe wakes up and will just dart out of the room to find the bathrooms, just to freshen up and take a quick sink shower, just like splashing cold water on her face, realizing like this is like not the first time this has happened, but the most intense and lifelike.
Hmm.
And Savara's kind of snoozing, and when you jump up and like run out, she sits up and Kanti and just kind of like calls after you, and she's
Gonna throw up after being hungover. You know how girls get.
yeah, especially Kanti.
Okay, so now we do need a fortitude save from Wendelin, a +4 bone.
80 plus 4.
Natural 1. Let's see it.
Oh, don't say that.
Okay, that is a success. As we know, the DC is 18.
This is virulent though, right? So my stage doesn't change.
Well, you got two things going on.
Oh, that's
Which
true.
one was that?
Well, you go from stage 3 now to stage 2.
Don't I have ghoul fever too, though?
You know what? Yes, you do actually.
Yeah, I thought
your name here twice. But that's not. Wait, the 6th? Hold on.
I think the onset times for ghoul fever are a lot longer than the other thing.
Yeah, that's. I had a note on when. Just want to make sure it's.
I was gonna say I
correct.
might have critically failed that one too. I know I was really sucking, so that may be why it's like, oh, you're already supposed to be a ghoul.
Mm-hmm. I think for ghoul fever though, like you don't even roll for the first like 12 hours or day or something like that. I think it's pretty long. Unless this is a different thing than standard ghoul fever.
Hey, yeah, let me be your ghoul friend.
There you go.
So, correct.
Thought again.
I have the time. Yes, there it is. There it is, right there. 7 Ray, 1:10 p.m. 1:10 a.m. Is the
the
day
middle
that
of
you
the
make
night.
your saving throw. Kanti was
1:10 and 18 seconds.
You know, now that I remember it, Kanti was also failed the fortitude save when the thing kissed her.
Mm-hmm.
That's the
I
saving
thought
throw I need.
I just thought I didn't fail enough for it to be an issue. Okay, oh god.
Yeah.
Um,
Your saving throw is due
Oh.
at God damn it, I closed it again.
Well, so then was Kanti exhibiting symptoms this whole time as well?
No.
Okay.
I think Gwendolyn critical failed.
Gwendolyn jumped right to stage 2.
Yeah.
She didn't fuck around.
Maybe we cut back.
Oh,
to,
okay. This is what
like-
it is. That's what it is. Okay. So, Kanti, you owe me a check effective at 7:11 a.m. So it's a 4-hour check because the onset time on stage 1 is 1d6 hours.
So that's
Stage
like
2 is 1d6 hours. I rolled, I think, like a 5 for Kanti and like a 1 for
Oh,
Wendell.
wow. Okay.
That's why she had, in 1 hour, she had to make another fortitude save, and that's when she really. Yeah, so that's what's going on.
Did again.
I think maybe
So
we,
I'm like, I gotta write this down. I'm like, oh my god, all these damn times.
Mhm.
This is why I love using the time calendar thing.
Yeah.
Okay, so go ahead and give me this. Did you just roll that? No, you didn't. Go ahead and give me a saving throw for that. Just start fresh.
Yeah, we cut back to Kanti like in the bathroom, like splashing her face with like cold water from like a bucket or something, just like trying to wake herself up, and she's just like still so focused on these thoughts of like the allure of drinking human blood and eating human flesh, like thinking it had passed, but it's just like coming over her again. 18.
Ooh, that's exactly what you needed.
And like it passes as she like breathes out, like she's exhaling these like this bad energy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, little bits of your hair were starting to come out.
And she just says,
Gwendolyn
Mercy.
is completely
"Thank you."
bald now.
And she clutches whatever she has in her hand, like tight enough to almost draw blood from her fingers, then takes a moment to puts it away, and then fixes her hair, and then goes back out.
Okay, so now, oh, I keep closing the thing I need. So now we have Gwendolyn at stage 2, right? Mm-hmm. Okay. Morning comes. The station now is obviously in full swing. The sounds of the festival are, you can hear it outside. Noise, trumpets, and drums, and cheers, and laughter, applause. Sounds of magic popping and making strange sounds and visuals over the precipice quarter, and the city as well. Very celebratory mood, in contrast to the somberness that we're seeing from these 4 characters. Only they knew sacrifices that he made to keep them safe. So you meet with Sergeant Alo and Detective Bolera, and they are very keen on hearing what you have to say. And what do you say? The gist. You don't have to go into every detail.
So we're going to. I will paint a picture of what I learned, right? The connection with the Nexian Ooze Crafter, the news about the Minkyans being sent forward to the Galarian, and corroborating with everyone else. Paint a picture with a massive arrow pointing at their gaudily lit sign and their pastiche-filled lobby, and the head of one dandy, and say, I don't know. I don't have a direct line. That's not the kind of thing you find while talking to people like that. What you do find is a lot of blank space. And all that blank space seems to draw the eye to one place. The Galarian. What they're saying rhymes. You know?
It looks to Detective Bolero. What do you think? She is kind of looking at you very keenly and absorbing everything you're saying, and then slowly a grin creeps into her corners of her mouth, and she looks back at Sergeant Alo. I think we've got something here.
As an aside, your boyfriend is a freak.
And And she's like, "Oh, I want to hear all the details."
Stars, not you too. Are you into defeating too?
Navarre looks
And I'll
very
tell her.
confused.
I
when
will
you
tell
say
her
those
all
things.
about my interaction with
And
Jeremy.
as you
And
start
the
to
feet-
start to the details, Alo's like, "Oh, I'm gonna go now." He's like clearly
Yeah, and the
uncomfortable
big
with this. And he's like,
He's
"Oh,
8. He should be.
I'll-
Yeah, he
I'll-
should be there.
yeah. He's
he's a
not
little
old
boy.
enough.
He's just a little
Yeah.
boy."
Little guy.
Oh man.
He's like, "Oh, I'm gonna check in with the magistrate, see if we can get a warrant."
I mean, warrant notwithstanding, it's. I imagine the Minkayan embassy will not care. So if you tell them, there's probably going to be shit happening.
Well, this is
You
all.
might want to play it close to your chest.
She
Did
taps
you-
her finger on her chin, and she's like, "This is. It's all circumstantial, right?"
Did you tell him about the dead body we found in the cave? The one
Which
that had
one?
been clearly dumped? Or the pile of dead bodies that were
Pile.
dumped?
They weren't identifiable, I thought, according to Siva. I mean, they had been dumping.
Pile of dead bodies.
They
There was
dumping
one
dead
that-
bodies.
Just the pile of dead
Yeah.
bodies, an everyday occurrence.
I was
Well, I will tell them. Go ahead.
not able to identify any parts of them, but they were definitely bodies that were dead.
And yeah,
In a pile.
they're clearly using the Greek's hunting ground, or the former Greek. May it rest in peace.
The
Hunting
former
ground
known
as
as
some
Greg.
okay,
Mhm.
okay, as some kind of body dump, but we weren't able to find anything identifying there. There was a
Mhm.
person trying to
Got
sell
some
Minkayan
magic
stonemasons
items,
tools.
right?
He's like, "Well,
We got
What?
some magic items.
Yeah, but they weren't identifiable. I'll show them what we found, and I'll tell them also about the suit of Asmodeus plate, which probably has nothing to do with what's going on, but
Yeah.
hey, we found that.
I may have my own lead I'd like to pursue today, while we recover and rest.
I don't know what the fucking plan is, so, you know, hold off on that, but I imagine we'll have some time to ourselves.
I do have an errand I need to run.
I mean, apparently everybody has some shit that they have to
Oh.
do.
you've earned a day off while we figure out a plan of action, see what kind of case we've
Sounds
got
good.
here. It's not much, but I think this Golarian bears some serious investigating."
Also, with the name of the next news crafter, can you do any corroboration between the body that we found and that name?
Aljava.
Oh,
Yes.
good.
See if
That-
see if anything turns.
That
Could be a
is
more.
that's the name that she gave us, that Bolera
Right.
gave us as being attached to that body.
Right.
Never confirmed
And
it
so-
with the other guys.
Gotcha.
Yeah, so basically, Elena's asking, like, I don't know if that's a more tangible link as far as evidence goes, but the fact that there should be record of this guy working with the Nexian ooze crafter,
Gotcha.
and
Yes,
hopefully, maybe.
we might be able to find some connection, some trail of his connection to
I don't know.
Okay.
I'll let you handle the paperwork. I'll let you handle the magistrate. If you need me, you can
Sheesh.
find me at home.
Yeah, Bolera will tell you there's like, no, it's not likely. Apparently, Aljava like to work off the bucks.
I see. Unfortunate.
Provide a very discreet service, not affiliated with any of the alchemists or crafters in the city.
But yeah, Serval, I'll head home. Oh, we have bracers in an unusual, right? We have bracers in that
Oh,
that statue.
Yeah.
Which I will let somebody mess with at some point. I don't know that that's like a thing that we're keeping.
I think too at this time, our private. I'm blanking on his name. Our intern.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes, Roundtree.
He shows up with some like fried foods in like a dark, like steaming cup of like coffee or some sort of calf. I have to go. Oh, thank you, gift. And like, you see her like hand him a bit of money, and I think like, I don't know if it's true, but Kanti is convinced that like the aura that Savara puts off is like this might have been her first time even sipping alcohol, let alone getting like high and drunk. So when Gith came in for his shift, Kanti immediately sent him out to like get like hangover food, and she like passes it around to like she takes some to like Savara, Yelena, um, just to, like get
Like
something in our
bunch of
stomach.
fried shit and
Yeah.
Hey,
yeah,
love it.
covered
Yeah.
in cheese.
Serve. Total left turn. I need to bio for just a sec. I will be right back.
Okay.
I
Yeah,
promise.
I
Let's
was
take a
actually
quick
gonna say,
break.
can we do a break? Yeah,
We'll
perfect.
do a quick break.
BRB.
We're all eating our snacks, you know.
How you doing, Serve? Calculations. I had to change mics, and I don't even know if it's fixed, but apparently, like, it's a little as bad. Okay, good. Hell yeah. Ooh.
Hello, I'm back.
Hello.
Is that hot sauce?
I grabbed a thing to eat. Yeah, oh yeah. No, I grabbed a thing to eat because I was feeling faint and I had a headache. I was just like, I feel like I'm about to pass out.
We have
And I
ice
had
cream in-
ordered food, so.
we have ice cream in the freezer right now, and I was like, I'm gonna be strong. And I opened the freezer and looked at it. I was like, no, I'm gonna be strong. And I resisted.
Oh. Well, I'm about to eat a half a pint of dulce de leche in a little bit. I'll pour one out for you into my mouth.
I was like, I ate some chocolate instead. It's some leftover Easter candy.
So here's a funny story. I get a message like 15, 20 minutes ago from my brother. He says like, hey, what do you think about Pathfinder? So I sent him a screenshot of the stream. I'm like, I'm literally playing right fucking now.
Oh my god. That reminds me of like on Monday when I have a die-hard 5e friend of mine.
Mhm.
Like years. She refuses to move on. Even through the whole org, and I'm like, oh, I like these other systems, not just Pathfinder. I think there are a lot of fun game systems. She's like, no, I'm only gonna play D&D.
We're gonna play
And
kids
she
on bikes
texts
and
me
D&D.
in the middle of me DMing. She's like, so tell me about Pathfinder. I think I'm interested. And I was like, I got another one.
I'm pretty sure I converted my brother because he's like, yeah, whenever I play 5e, even when I'm in the DM, it feels like I'm fighting the system to have fun. I was like,
Is
yo,
he watching right
word.
now? Can I say hi to him?
He's not watching now. He's in class. You shouldn't be messaging me.
I think I told y'all my D&D friends. I got them to play, or a few of them to play the beginner box with me, and we got to the end. It's like, so y'all want to keep playing? And we're about to start Abomination Vaults.
Then they're gonna be like, I don't want to play anymore.
And then,
Yeah, they're gonna
Oh,
finish
no.
it and be like, nope, never mind, I lied.
no, it's just gonna be, like a 10-year-long campaign.
Oh, 10-year-old, you said?
Long.
Oh, 10. Oh.
Abomination vaults.
That's a commitment.
We'll see. It shouldn't be that long. But
I want
Alright.
to check something.
On the plus side, I don't hear Lily static anymore, but I do hear you.
Yeah.
yeah,
You hear me chewing? I'm so sorry.
But you sound good. Other than that,
your chewing is
Okay.
crisp and clean.
Yeah.
Well, good to know. I'll mute for the chewing for sure. The other mic does not pick that up. I had to
Are
switch
we?
mics.
Unless, yeah, don't do that for free,
Sure,
Lily. Like, we'll get subscriptions. for
Surf's
that.
getting subs for this, right? Surf, while you're doing that, can I, super simple, super easy, can I just buy a buckler? It is not a fancy one. Can I just buy a buckler on the way home?
I don't know. This is a city.
Oh,
It's not that big,
it's
you know.
Absalom.
It's, yeah. They're all out, fresh out of bucklers.
You didn't go to Bucklers R Us.
How about,
just
It's
bucklers,
overall.
just
Just
bucklers.
Bucklers and more.
It's Sunday. Oh my god.
how about I roll 14? Is that gonna be a buckler?
Oh my god, so many bucklers everywhere.
Buy 6, get 6 free.
Just to make sure I didn't mute myself. Okay, cool.
Can I fill out some paperwork for us to get paid?
Yes, you can actually.
Cool. Hey, I mean, we earned that
a
shit.
stellar report. All the T's are dotted, all the I's are crossed.
Lost. We dotted the T's and crossed the I's.
Yes.
We decided that's how it works in Talden.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. It's canon. We also need another fortitude save from Gwendolyn. As stage 2 has an onset of 1 to 6 hours. We have now passed into that zone.
Do I still have the bonus from the medicine check or no?
Ooh,
An
I don't like that.
ongoing treatment.
Let's see.
mean, what it
I can
normally
take care of
says-
him while I'm filling out paperwork.
It actually does say
it's
the next
saving throw.
So I
Yeah.
don't have the bonus.
Correct.
Oh boy, fingers crossed for you, my dear. 12's not great.
Okay. So.
You have another hero point? You should have two.
Oh my. Oh my.
That's
goodness.
There you go.
Oh, better, much better,
Oh,
much better.
but it needs
It's
an
still a
18.
failure. It's still a failure.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh,
Well,
God.
I was going to actually tell you, and I'm not just making this up, that being in the infirmary is going to give you a +1 item bonus.
Oh, sweet.
Yeah, I forgot to
Clean
mention,
sheets.
you know, like locations have traits, and those traits have
Yeah.
have benefits, you know.
Well, supposedly I was getting a tincture too, which means
Yeah,
if
I mean,
that's
it's all-
a
it's-
lesser
It's all
anti-play.
incorporated into the +1 bonus. Because you're literally in an infirmary. So,
Correct.
you just make it. And, whoop, ignore that. Okay, never mind. And
Ooh.
now you are up to stage 1. Okay. Does... Yeah. Okay. You guys also have access to anti-plague.
Ooh.
You know, I mean, a level 1 anti-plague is 3 gold pieces.
Yeah, don't we get them at half cost?
Yeah.
Yes. And then the moderate is 35 gold pieces.
Yeah, that's too expensive.
This price.
Can we get paid before we buy them?
Well, yes, you can.
Not that Wendolin's not important, but you know, I'm
no,
just
you have it's X amount of hours before stage 1. But yeah, any hair that it's already all gone, so you're not losing any more hair. But the ears look to have reformed. The fangs are no longer there. The tentacles are gone. The skin color, what's her natural skin color anyway? You know, when we see her without any sort of makeup or disguise.
It's probably pretty normal for the most part. Kind of in the like Caucasian flesh tone range. I think where it differs is like places where she shouldn't. She has like kind of permanent marks. Like she almost looks like she's always wearing eye makeup. Like there's something weird going on with her eyes. And now that she has no hair, you probably notice that her skin has like a weird shimmer to it sometimes.
Do you think she looks good, bald?
I think she's viewing this as a new challenge. So she's probably thinking about what she can do now that she doesn't have hair, right? So she could like look into like the bird in a cage, like on her head, or like, you know, scarves maybe.
Wig of holding is only 45 gold. Just saying.
Can't quite afford that, but
we're about to get paid.
Yes, so for your payment, you will earn 125 gold pieces.
Each? Or
No, no.
Yeah, I know.
Each.
Each.
Oh!
Really? Fuck yeah.
Monty's retiring.
that up.
Bye.
I'll pay that out in plat, sir. Is that okay? 12 plat and 5
Mhm.
gold.
Do
Boy,
I need to
fucking
add anything,
hell.
or is somebody else splitting to...
Oh, I just typed in 120 for
Okay.
myself.
Are we typing in 120 each?
Yeah, that's fine. I should have put it in a thing, but yeah, it's okay.
I've already done mine.
You also have some items that have not been
Mm-hmm.
identified.
Mm-hmm.
And like I said, you have access to the anti-plague.
Yes, I did just now buy an anti-plague.
Oh, you did? Okay. But it's 50% off. I didn't change the price of it.
Yeah, I opened up the quartermaster's thing and found it.
Right. But the price should be less on the
It is, yeah. It's a gold and 5 silver.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. 1 EP. All right, so that gives you a +2 item bonus. So we'll say the circumstance bonus is for being in the infirmary, so that'll be a +3 total, and it lasts for how long?
24 hours.
24 hours. Pretty handy item to
Wow.
have.
It really is.
The joys of consumables. Okay, let's see it. Show me your dice. Show me your crits.
No whammies. No whammies.
Show me your crits.
Big money.
Oh, look at that.
I guess I finally made it.
That takes you out of stage 2 now, right?
No, I was at stage 1.
Oh, you were at stage 1. Okay. Right. Okay. So you start to come out of it.
Do I now need a roll against the ghoul fever?
And then immediately get knocked on your ass from the ghoul fever. The ghoul fever is not. No, not yet.
Man, that was kind of mean of the AP to throw 2 different diseases with different onset times at us
Yeah.
at the same time. It's a pain in the ass.
Who says the AP did it?
Oh, that was mean of you, sir, but you did it to yourself, so I don't care.
No, you can all throw your blame at James L. Sutter.
Since we just a rules clarification, since we now have influx of gold, I understand that our normal weapons are essentially +1 weapons, correct? If I wanted to, for instance, get a hand wraps of mighty blows +1 striking, but I take off the cost of the +1 and then just pay the.
You don't need to.
striking.
Why do you want striking? We get automatically as part of
Striking
progression.
does not exist in this.
Yeah.
There's no
The
such thing as
striking
a
is what we
striking.
get for free.
It's
Property runes?
+1.
Well,
Is- No, yeah, we get +1 and striking, so we get all the fundamental runes. The fundamental runes are baked into the ABP, so it's just property.
As who hasn't played a ton of 2, do not know what the fundamental runes are.
That's plus to hit, and that's extra dice on damage.
Okay.
So the property runes, i.e. returning, your returnings, your flamings, your whatevers, those you need to spend money on. But you can slap it. Now, as far as you, because you're doing unarmed, I don't know how that works necessarily.
I
But you
gave
do not need to spend
myself
money on
the hand
fundamentals.
wraps just to give myself the bonus, even though I don't have.
No, because you're not using a weapon. You're using your fists. Hand wraps
so
aren't
I
going to
get-
give you a bonus. They're only
Well,
going to
I
allow
mean,
you to put runes on.
I had to give myself hand wraps just to give for the progression to slap onto something, because without it, I wasn't getting the bonus that I technically had no weapon equipped. So giving myself the hand wraps in
To give you what
Forge,
bonus?
the progression bonus.
Oh.
The forge wasn't automatically increasing dice.
Yeah,
and
so I
stuff
had to
like
give
that.
myself just mechanically I had to give myself the hand wraps just to be able to get that
All
bonus.
right, I'm just going to experiment. I want to see what's going on
Yeah.
with that.
Because we had that win
That makes sense.
when we first hit that level up. I was having to add it manually. Because I was just saying that with this influx of gold, like what are things worth buying? But if I don't need to purchase hand wraps, then, or would
I
I
think
still
the-
need to purchase hand wraps? Then if I wanted to
Okay.
add extra runes on top of it.
Property runes?
Well,
Yes,
no,
as far as I know.
you don't have to buy the hand wraps. Like they're just hand wraps.
Okay.
Old bloody gauze.
Yeah, they're just specially made, but I wouldn't say that the cost of the hand wraps.
Okay. I will instead look up then runes for Pathfinder 2.
Property
Yeah.
runes. Yeah, because you have a +1. You can have a property rune. A
And
single
right
one.
now we just have a +1, not +1 strike.
Yes. We do not have striking. Striking is level 3. IIRC. And then we get our armor item bonus at like 4 or 5, and then we get a +2 past that, and like it kind of
Mhm.
like I think you get saves and then a +2. Like we'll get there. For sure.
Yeah. Okay. So, all right, you got your payout.
Mhm.
Got some downtime.
Holy shit, there are a lot of property runes.
Yeah.
Yes, there are.
Somebody probably needs a ghost touch. Since we're in fucking Precipice Quarter.
One of the coolest looking runes to me is uncommon, but it's really cool.
Which one is that?
Fanged. I think Fanged is super neat.
I had Fanged
Agreed.
up, and I was like, no, I can't, right?
Yeah, we'll think about that later.
If we're all sort of like breaking for the day, Kunti wants to go investigate the rumor monger / writer, author person.
Okay.
Just throwing it out there. The Reggie.
Mm-hmm. Ask for Reggie.
Does Savara have anything going on today?
She does have a meeting that she'd like to arrange, but she's not sure what sort of time frame that will involve.
I think I'll ask. After Savara's kind of like done getting our paperwork cleared out for the day, I'm going to go visit a sensationalist. A writer. Would you want to come? I think she's concerned about you like the day after, you know?
Yeah. And she's like a little taken aback, like, you know, like not sure if like why you're inviting her. Whether it's meant as a gesture of friendship or a job thing or something else, she doesn't really understand. But yes, of course, I will come with you. When did you plan on going?
Kind of like glances around. Now, ish. It's
I tell you what, I need to check on something. Can you wait for just a few minutes, and I will
of course.
let you know.
Yes.
And I'm assuming like this is happening after like everybody's kind of out of the woods.
Yeah, I think it's like a late,
Yeah.
late morning.
Yeah, she's
Like
finally
fish
feeling
run.
like it's okay to leave Gwendolyn. And I don't know if this would be something she would be able to kind of do on her own, or if she would have to I think she would, and she would go knock on the office door, if that's a thing, of Captain Marilla.
Oh, so she's going all the way up to.
Or we're in Edgewatch, right? No. I thought he was like employed by the Watch.
Captain Marilla.
Yes, but not in this district.
He is he is the captain of the Watch in Petal
In the Petal District. I thought he was here in this location. In that case, never mind. She will write a note and find someone and pay them to deliver it. And then once she's done with that, she will tell Kanthi that she's ready to go.
And if anybody else, wants to do this thing too, I was just kind of like, just want to throw out what Kanti's focus is today.
Oh no, I mean Elena's not doing anything interesting. Like I'm going home, I'm checking up on my people, and then I'm
Can
passing
we
out.
have a scene where you're checking your mail?
Sure, I check my mail. It's delivered wrapped around a brick through a window that I replace every day. Yeah, sure, I'm checking my mail.
Okay. What about Gwendolyn? What's she doing?
Chilling in the infirmary.
Yeah, I was figuring that I was going to be in the infirmary for a while. Probably, if like her hair is still there, she's probably like braiding it into like a necklace or something. Just kind of probably talking to herself. And while she does that,
I hate that.
Okay. So we have Kanthi and Svara heading to find
Right.
the Eyes of Absalom. That is in Westgate.
Oh, okay.
So it's across town.
Yeah. Oh, it's near Kanti's house. Just stay over there.
Yeah, not too far from the foreign quarter. And the exterior of this building has a large eye ever watching over the double wooden doors. And you go up a few stairs and you can enter in, and it's kind of a dark room. It's a large open space that's got like lots of desks and such, where there's probably about, I don't know, hold on a second. What look to be printing presses in the center of the room, and they're just cranking out broadsheets. And all along the doors on the inside, there are offices that are Some are open, some are closed, and you can see people in there just scribbling away or talking, maybe discussing something, brainstorming. And yeah, there's no sign of Reggie. No one really pays any attention to you. The clockwork printing presses are just cranking out, and one of the papers kind of flies off the
Snatch it.
thing. Yeah,
It slips out.
and you can see the headline: "Terror at the fair. Serial killer runs amok. The Edgewatch, incapable or unwilling to track down this murderer." It goes on to say how there is a serial killer on the loose in the Precipice Quarter that is preying on foreigners.
Oh. This is. What a weird article.
And the Watch are portrayed, very unfavorably, incompetent. There is an image of Captain Lavarsis, like it's drawn, this art, and he's like, "Oh no," like completely clueless, and he's got like an oversized belly. It's almost like a caricature.
Man,
And
how did
behind
know?
him is like a shadowy figure walking, like running away with a bag of people like behind him, kind of.
This
Yeah,
is so
Savara
funny.
grabs one and she's reading over it and she's like, "Serial
my
killer? What? What do
God.
you mean serial? That's not a serial killer. You're going to scare people.
Serial killer? What?
You can't print this."
Yeah.
And the broadsheet
Ooh.
goes on to say, gets a little political now, and it's
Does it mention
talking
Cunty
about
by name?
no. You didn't know you were guardsman.
It's true.
Well, she said her real name to this guy. She was like trying to like,
yeah.
she like kind of like stumbled through that.
No, her
Are we
name
in?
she's not mentioned.
Are we in uniform
thankfully.
now?
That's a good question. You're not
Probably not.
required to be. You're not on patrol. You've had downtime.
That's true. We're not getting paid, so
Something's like,
yeah.
hey, I'm headed home. I want to make this errand, Savara.
Mhm.
We can make it.
Conti is showing way too much cleavage to be a uniform.
She might show
Okay.
too much in a uniform. It's
Yeah,
fine.
and it goes, and then it starts getting political on how, the Watch are incompetent, and it is just through political appointments that these people have been put into positions of power. How the Nomarch is not qualified to run, a city, to govern a district. And how this all reflects on Primarch, and it's calling for open elections to take place to
But wait. We already know the Primarch's stepping down.
right, but
He's leaving.
when the Primarch steps down, how do you think a Primarch is elected, or how do you think a Primarch is put into position of power?
The council.
The High
Right?
Council,
Yeah.
yes, the High Council appoints a Primarch.
There's a major political movement in Absalom that's trying to instill democracy,
themselves,
basically.
yeah.
Yeah.
There are 3 active political
Yeah. Three
Movements.
parties, basically. Yeah.
It's very inflammatory and sensational.
Hmm.
This. Ooh. How did they get this?
They come up with these details. Mikayan's missing, and
The case of the missing Makayans?
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
interesting.
yeah.
It's like a word for word from Savar's like notebook that Kanti had seen.
but the issue is it's word for word, but it's also incredibly embellished and sensationalized. So a lot of it is not even things that said.
Is there something about it
Flammable?
that like yeah, it's a flammable? Is there something that Savara would look at it and be like, this had to come from a leak, or
It seems to be very informative. Yeah.
yeah, so she turns to Kanti and she's like, how most of this is rubbish, but some of these details, how did they know? There must be a leak inside the watch.
So quickly too.
Wendelin.
She
No,
did it.
she's been so sick, she couldn't have.
Or in her delirium, she said things.
Kanti, she's been with us this whole time. She couldn't have spoken to anyone.
And as you're kind of figuring things out, the door opens and in steps Reginald Van Kaskeren, and he, Ganthe, my newest and dearest friends. It is so good to see you.
Savara's just like,
Wendelin. She has the article like in her hand and she looks at him.
He's like, he smiles widely, a very charming smile. And, well, you never said it was off the record.
I'm going to kill you where you stand.
And I think that's where we'll end it for the night.
Perfect.
As
love it.
the city of Absalom.
And Savara's like behind his shoulder going, you like mouthing, you can't do this.
Shaking him, I can't do this.
What were you thinking?
But yeah, that's where we'll stop for this week. Next week, well,
Getting out a little early, eh?